Hi guys, what's up? I know it's been a while since I've done a story time with a glass of wine, so I never. Is it just me or this is like zoomed in? I've used my iPad before and it's never been this close. Whatever. So what we have here is actually not wine. I'm not really in a wine mood, and I'm still like. I got really into surfsides over the summer. Sorry, I was just I had put a surfside in there, but I added a dash of Tito's. It may have been too big of a dash. So I'm just sipping to make room to add another surfside so it's not so Tito-y. Tito-y. So strong for the Tito's. I keep like looking at myself, but then like the camera's right there and like I want to like engage with the audience, so I want to like look at the camera. But anyways. Ooh. Because it wouldn't be a story time with a glass of wine or a surfside if you didn't watch me pour it. So this is the green tea one. I know a lot of people hate this flavor. Oh, that's gonna overflow. I know a lot of people hate this flavor. Hold on, I want to overflow. It's the beginning of this video and I'm already about to be lit. And I gotta try to make this video quick because the debate comes on in like 30 minutes. And I wanna see it. Ah! Don't worry, I have water too. It's so funny. I put these stickers on here. We got a label maker at my job and I was like just having fun with it. So I put I've been a nasty girl. But I put it in a few different spots. And I do wash my cups, I'm not dirty. So like I'm seeing like the words starting to fade and stuff. But whew. Anyways. So okay. So today I want to talk about I guess like failed friendships. Or like, is there like a glare right here? Right? What's that from? Is it the cups? No, what is that from? I have a new screen protector on my iPad to make it feel like I'm writing on paper when I take notes because I'm back in college. We can talk about that in another video. But okay, so God, we're already 3 minutes in. I haven't even like started like the whole point of the video. So there's this friend of mine that, well, I guess we're not friends anymore. I don't know. This girl that I guess we just had a falling out. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's like I'm innocent. I'm gonna take accountability for my actions. I think that I should have set boundaries and I should have been more honest about the discomfort that I was feeling when I was feeling it. But I guess because I'm very blunt and honest. I'm a Sagittarius. This individual, though, is a Cancer, and Cancers are a bit more sensitive, and it's a little... You gotta kind of be careful sometimes with what you say to a Cancer. I know that sounds like so stupid, like, and especially if you're not into like horoscopes, then you're really just like, Austin, shut up. But no, like, in my experience, because I have numerous Cancer friends, I have a Cancer best friend that we've been best friends since we were 12 years old, and like, over the years, she's learned to respect my boundaries. I've learned to respect hers. I've learned how to be gentle with her because I'm very blunt and honest, so I can sound like a fucking asshole. But it's never my intentions to come off as one, but I do understand that when I'm speaking to certain people, I can still be honest without being so blatantly blunt and sounding like a jerk off. But I just have like a trucker's mouth and I just like say it as it is and I'm just very honest and like if you can't handle it, you can't handle it. But if I see that, I also can compromise and meet you halfway and make sure that I'm not making you uncomfortable with my honesty. So, anyways, so what had happened was this friend was dating a guy, and also too, I feel like this is a shared gay experience for a lot of gay people. Um, like my one gay friend, for example, he doesn't know what I'm talking about. He's never really dealt with this because he mostly had gay friends growing up that he like partied and clubbed with. He didn't really have girlfriends like that. And even now, like he's older, he's like in his mid 30s. So for him, it's like, this is like juvenile, you know? But I feel like for us gays in our 20s, we have, or maybe even gays in their 30s, I don't know. Gays that have a lot of girlfriends. Your girlfriends, and this is an experience that I actually shared with another friend, because me and my other friend were talking about this, and he was like, yo, like, it's like so bad. Like, it's so true though. When you are a girl's gay best friend, there's a lot of like, I don't want to say like responsibility, but there's a lot of like expectation put on you. Whether it's now, I'm not the fashionista type, so don't take me shopping, don't take me to the makeup store, I don't know nothing about makeup, I don't know nothing about clothes. I just recently found out but I thought my cousin said bodega bag. I was like, bodega, like, you got that bag at a bodega? And she said, no, it's, what is it, Bogata, whatever the fuck. Like, I don't even know brands. Like, that's how, like, out of touch I am with that type of shit. Like, so, like, Adam Sandler. You see Adam Sandler, like, all the movies and shit he's been in, he got money, but you see him on the streets, he be dressed in normal ass clothing, no name brand shit. Like, I'm the Adam Sandler of the gay community. Like, I don't know shit about name brands. Don't tell me nothing about no Louis, no Gucci, no, I don't know nothing. So, whatever. I'm already buzzed in my ADHD. Now I'm just getting off topic. So, whatever. So these girls, when they have boyfriends and their boyfriends are not giving them what they need in certain areas of the relationship, and I'm not talking about the nasty, so don't even go there. But when it comes to like being heard or like talking about your emotions or things like that, like I feel like when a girl is not getting like what she feels she needs out of her boyfriend, she'll then go to her gay best friend because that's like the next, I guess, like male figure that like she feels comfortable to like express her emotions and stuff like that with, you know what I mean? And so like this friend in particular was dating this guy for a couple years, and I guess like sometimes he just, well, not even I guess, sometimes he was just a dick. And but you know, there's always two sides to the story, so like she never really told me like whatever she was saying and doing, so I don't really know. But from what she told me, he was a dick. And you know, there was times where she just like, there was many times where she wanted to hang out with me. And that was another thing too, like her and I used to hang out all the time at one point, and then she got this boyfriend, and like I get it, you're in a relationship now, you're going to spend time with your significant other. I've seen it happen time and time again. I'm 26 years old, but all my friends have always been girls for the most part. I do have guy friends, whether they're gay or straight, but like most of my friends have been girls. And over the years, I've seen it happen numerous times. I've seen girls forget my existence because they have a boyfriend, or I've seen girls just like get boyfriends, and then like we went from talking every single day to talking like once every 3 months. It's just kind of something that happens sometimes when certain people get into relationships. They kind of forget like the people that were already in their life. So she kind of low-key did that. She would like try to make time here and there to like hang out with me, whatever, but it was always like I had to be on her schedule, and it was always like, you got to be at my house by this time, we'll watch a movie, eat food, and then you leave by this time. Like, it was always very, like, scheduled and organized, but she's also a very organized person. Like, she literally used to send me her schedule and be like, here's my schedule, and it would show, like, all the days she was in school, all the days she was at work, and she'd be like, pick a time slot that we could hang out for a couple hours. And I'd be like, oh my god, like, I'm not this organized. Like, she's a very organized person. I will give her that. So yeah, she definitely did put in the effort to make sure that we still would see each other and hang out, just like, you know, not as often because she was with her boyfriend a lot, which is fine. Wow, I already have a buzz from chugging that shit. Let me drink some more water because I really want to get through this story without getting, like, inebriated. So, ooh, sorry, y'all. So, yeah, she would basically, whenever her boyfriend was acting up or wasn't giving her what she needed emotionally, that's when suddenly she remembered who the fuck I was, and would start calling me and wanting to hang out with me and spend time with me. And like, and also too, I'm not big on touch. I really don't like being touched. Like, you could even ask my friends, like, the most, like I'll do, like, the little mwah, mwah, like, I'll kiss you on the cheek, whatever. Like, not even really kissing you on the cheek, like, our cheeks are touching and both of our lips are going the opposite way. But, like, I don't really do hugs. I don't like physical touch like that. Don't get me wrong, obviously, there's times where you're drunk and you're like, oh, I fucking love you. Like, I don't know where I would be without you. Like, there's, like, whatever. But, like, for the most part, I really don't, like, physical touch makes me very uncomfortable. That's just how I am. I don't know. Trauma. Things I've been through. But, save that for another video. But, she is someone who's, like, when she's upset, she's like, can you please lay in my bed? Like, so in her room, she has, like, her bed, and she has, like, a futon. So I would always go to the futon. Like, I would always lay in the futon, get comfortable, prop up the pillows, lay down, like, be chilling on the futon. And she'd always be like, can you come lay in bed with me and, like, cuddle me? Like, I know you don't really like touch like that, but can you just cuddle me for, like, 10 minutes? And I'd be like, big gulp. I don't know if you could hear it. Like, okay. Just because, like, I knew that she emotionally was very upset with her boyfriend, whatever, and she just wanted to, like, have that, like, tender care. And it was never anything sexual. It wasn't about, like, oh, I need a man to hold me. It was just, like, my best friend is gonna, like, cuddle with me, and, like, you know, and, like, I get it. Like, it feels nice, I guess, sometimes. Like, that's just not something that I usually want to experience or feel. But I would do it for her because I love her, you know? To this day, I still love her. It's, like, honestly, for me, it's really no bad blood. But I guess for her, it's bad blood. I don't know. We gonna get to that. So, whatever. So, already, I just felt like I should have laid down the boundaries and been like, listen, I feel like you're using me whenever things aren't going good with your boyfriend. Like, you reach out more when he's acting up, and you want to spend more time with me when you want to spend less time with him, and you expect me to, like, sit here and, like, hold you and cuddle you and, like, do all these things with you, and that, like, I don't really enjoy doing, you know what I mean? And, like, I don't know, like, because even when we would hang out, it'd be like, it was always like, what does she want to watch on Netflix? Like, what does she, like, and, like, because me, I'm like, scary movies or something funny. So at least with the funny, we could, like, we would pick out things together that were, like, funny, but, like, it was never, like, I don't know. Like, now I'm just nitpicking stupid little things, like, that don't, like, it's not even the point of the story. Sorry. I'm just all over the place, my brain. And now that I'm back in school and everything, like, I've just been really stressed out, so my ADHD has, like, really just been, like, doing the most. But, so what really happened was, I started getting really busy at work. Like, my job got busy. Like not that it got busy, but my job opened up, my job expanded. It got an extra room added to it, a party room. So I had my set days that I bartend, but then the party room opened up. So then that, like, the party room is very unpredictable. Like, each week when the schedule comes out, like, I know that there's my days that I'm set to work, but then the party room, like, whether it's a bridal shower or a repass, and repasses are always last minute. Like, people die every day unexpectedly, and then you just book a repass. You know what I mean? Like, so like, so I would get booked for parties through my job, and like, I was just very, very busy with work, and then like, I had a lot more to pay. Like, my parents started wanting more from me, rent wise. I take care of my little brother a lot. I have my own bills and things outside of like what I help my family with. And I was really busy with work, and I wasn't going to turn down any of those shifts or like get coverages just to make time to hang out with my friend. I'm sorry. Like, these are the days that I'm off. We can hang out on one of those days. And like I said, I'm a bartender, so I typically work every single weekend. She wanted to go out, like, her and her boyfriend broke up. So she had like the couple weeks of like being a sad girl and staying home and like just eating meat and cheese and watching like Big Mouth, and like I did that with her and whatever. And then she had her like, I want to go out, I want to get drunk and have fun. Let's go out this Saturday, take off from work. And I'm like, no, I need the money that I make on Saturdays. Like, I don't go out on the weekends. I work on the weekends. Like, that's where I make my money. My weekend is Monday, Tuesday. That's my Friday, Saturday. You want to go out Taco Tuesday? Bet, let's go. You want to, I don't know really what to do on a Monday, but you want to go somewhere on a Monday? Let's go. But like, Friday, Saturday, I'm working. Leave me alone. Like, sorry. Obviously for like a birthday or like a big event, like obviously I'll request off, take off, whatever. But you just want to go out and get drunk because you're single now? Cool. Hit me up for Taco Tuesday. So, but then when her and her boyfriend broke up, she really was like expecting a lot more of my time and my care and whatever. And like, I gave it to her. Like, you know, like we would meet up late night sometimes and go for a walk in the park, and like we would smoke and talk. Well, like mostly she would smoke because I get anxiety. Like I like to be home when I smoke. I get anxiety sometimes when I'm like out and about. But whatever, we would walk in the park and talk and like take in the beautiful scenery, even though the sun isn't even out anymore. It's already nighttime. Like, it's still beautiful in the parks at night, like the fireflies and everything, like whatever. So her birthday was coming up, and she kept bringing it up, and I did. So the way that my job handles things, which I like to keep it very professional with my job, with my workplace. Like, I never want to, and even though I've been working there for a few years, like I've been working there for like 5 years, I don't think I'm above any rules or whatever. Like, I expect to be treated the same way as every other employee. So when you're gonna so for example, right now it's September. If I want to request off days in October, I'm supposed to have those request off dates in the Google Calendar that we use by September 15th. By the 15th of the prior month is when you're supposed to have your request off dates. And she knows this because there's been many times that she's wanted to plan things with me, and I told her, let me know for sure. I gotta put it in before the 15th, or it's past the 15th. I'll put it in. I might get denied. I might not get it. That's how my job does it. That's how they schedule. That's how they do it. It's a system that they do, and it works. And I don't argue with it. Whatever. I don't think I'm above anything. Now, of course, if something like big, whatever, I'm sure if I well, I know if I text my manager, I was like, listen, like, I really, 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 really need this day off. Like, it's my cousin's 30th birthday and I forgot to request off. Like, I can't miss it. Like, you know, they would figure it out and put someone else to work. But like, I like to follow the rules just like I would expect every new employee to follow the rules. Anyone that does not have the seniority that I have, or whatever the fuck, whatever. I'm serious about my job, and it is what it is. So, when she finally made plans for her birthday, it was past the 15th. So I did text my manager, the one that does the schedule, and I said, hey, listen, my friend wants to do this for her birthday. I know it's past the 15th. It would mean a lot for her for me to attend. Like, please let me know. Like, please get back to me. I already know it's past the 15th, so like I've missed my opportunity to request off, and I apologize. Like, just let me know. So I hadn't heard back from the manager yet, and I had reached out again about it. Like, I had reached out a couple times about it because my friend kept pressuring me about it. Like, did you say something? Did you say something? Like, are you gonna come? Are you gonna come? Like, did you figure it out? Blah, 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 whatever. So, long story short, because now I'm really just like going in circles. My mother ended up having a stroke. I took her to the hospital. My mom, me and my mom don't have a good relationship. I came out of the closet when I was 13. And since then, me and my mom have not had a good relationship at all. Like, at all. But it's funny because I help pay rent and bills, and I help raise my younger sibling. And so, like, I feel like there's, like, a level of, like, respect that my mother has for me just because she knows that I'm very responsible and that I help take care of my little brother and that I help take care of things at home. But she's not okay with the fact that I'm gay, and it is what it is. I don't care. I'm not sitting here chasing or looking for her approval anymore. I don't care. But so she had her stroke. I took her, well, she felt funny, and she texted me and she said, hey, like, I feel tingly in my arm and my leg. I think I have to go to the hospital. I had just taken an edible, put on my I was fresh out the shower, edible, put on my pajamas, was ready to like snuggle up in bed and watch a movie and fall asleep. And she texts me that, and I'm like, fuck, okay, let me take her to the hospital. So I take her to the hospital. The edible kicks in at the hospital, and oh my gosh, like, I already don't like hospitals as it is. Like, when do you ever go to a hospital for a good thing? Like, I only ever have like not fun memories at hospitals. Like, I brought, like, when my brother had a issue where he was in pain, and I took him to the hospital, and then he ended up needing surgery, and luckily it wasn't like a dangerous surgery or nothing. It just had to, it had something to do with like his development of puberty. Like, his one testy never fell as a child, so it was like, now that he was going through puberty, like, it was growing still kind of high up by his abdomen, so they had to just kind of bring it down into his sac. Crazy. They were like, the pediatrician should have noticed that only one ball dropped and not the other, and I'm like, it was crazy. But whatever, I don't like going to hospitals. Like, any memories I have with hospitals are not good ones, you know what I mean? Like, even when I almost went to the fucking mental hospital, which we could save that for another story, another video. Not good experiences in hospitals. I don't like them. And now the edible's hitting, so now I'm paranoid, and now I'm there with my mom, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening, and the doctors are saying she's having a stroke, and her blood pressure is so high, and blah, 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 and like all this crazy shit, because she has diabetes, and it's like this whole thing. So whatever, I was there with my mom, and then eventually, like, she was like, I was good to leave her, because I had to go back, because I had work the next day. I had to go back home, because I had work the next morning, whatever. So I went, whatever. Because my mother and I did not have a good relationship, I didn't feel the need to go visit her, which I know sounds fucked up, and you could judge me all you want, anyone who's watching this. But she was my biggest bully for the last, I'm 26 now, I came out at 13, it's been 13 years, over a decade. Over a decade, she's been my biggest bully. So, don't get me wrong, the second she texted me, I think I need to go to the hospital, I got the fuck up out of bed and I took her to the hospital. I'm always take care of my family. But I don't need to visit her every day at the hospital. We don't even have a good relationship. I don't care to see you. Truthfully. Just being blunt, just being honest. So, one of my aunts, when she went to go visit my mom had mentioned that I hadn't seen her yet and that my sister hadn't seen her yet. Oh no, my sister did see her already, but I hadn't seen her yet. And my aunt was like, well, maybe it has to do with like the way that you treated him over the years. Like, because my aunt already, like, me and my aunt already spoke about it. And she was like, you know, like the way you treated him for being who he is, like you never accepted him and loved him, and like, you know, maybe it's made him feel like he like doesn't want to come here and see you. So then my mom texted me saying, I love you, I don't care that you are gay. So me being shocked to read this text, yeah, she said, I love you, that I didn't care you are gay. So my parents are deaf, so sometimes the grammar is like a little off. So she said, I love you, that I didn't care you are gay. So I read that and I'm like, what? The same woman who's bullied me for 13 years because I'm gay is now saying, I don't care that you're gay, I love you. Also, she hasn't said I love you to me since I was like 10 years old. Like, she hasn't shown like genuine, like motherly affection to me since I was a fucking child. So one, for her to say I love you, and two, for her to say I don't care that you're gay, it was weird. I didn't know how to feel about it because one, I didn't believe it. Two, I was like, fuck, is she dying? Like, what's going on? Because even though even though I hadn't visited her in the hospital, I was her emergency contact because I brought her to the hospital. So I was still like in contact with the case manager. I was the one handling like all the insurance. Like when they were like, you have to call the insurance if like something's wrong with her insurance, blah blah blah. Like I was the one handling all that. I was the one who told them like I want her going to Kessler for physical therapy because I heard Kessler is like the best. Like I still made sure like everything was taken care of, even though we do not have a good relationship, because at the end of the day, that is my mother. She brought me into this world. I have her to thank for not only my life, but for my older sister and my younger brother. Like we don't have a good relationship, but I'm not gonna sit here and watch anything bad happen to her. You know what I mean? So I still took care of all that. And when she texted me that, I know that my sister had just saw her earlier that day. So I sent the screenshot to my sister and I'm like, is she on her deathbed? Like, is there an update that I don't know about? Like, what is going on? Like, why would she say to me this? And my sister's like, wow, that's crazy. Like, she didn't say nothing to me earlier. Like, how do you feel about it? And I was like, I feel like it's bullshit. So whatever. But I also sent the screenshot to a couple of my friends and I was like, yo, like what? And my one friend was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. I'm so happy your mom said that. Like, this is awesome. Like, you and your mom can now, like, work on your relationship, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I guarantee you she's going to come home and still be the same homophobic bigot that she is. And she came back home and she's still the same homophobic bigot that she is. So that text message didn't mean shit. But in the moment, I was very shocked and very like, wow. Why is she saying this? What's going on? I didn't realize my aunt went there and like basically told her like, maybe your son hasn't seen you because you don't accept him for being a homosexual. So she sent me that so I can go see her. Very manipulative if you ask me, but not here to shame my mother. So I sent the screenshot to my friend, the one that this whole video is about. And when I sent it, I put question mark. And then so the way my friend responded, she responded with quotes because she was responding as if it was going to be me responding to my mother. So she put quotes, I love you, I guess, too. I don't care that you're a homophobic fat lady with skin tags on your neck. End quote. Then she put, anyways, did you request off for my birthday? I don't want to ask again. I don't want to bother you, but I just want to know for the reservation and stuff. Okay. So, because my mom would always comment about my weight. I actually just recently lost 47 pounds. We'll save that for another video as well. But I did gain a lot of weight over the years from antidepressants and whatever. And so my mom would always comment about my weight, and that was always like a big issue, even though my mom has like always been overweight and like diabetic. And then like um one time I thought I was getting a skin tag, and I was nervous about it, and I asked my friend, because she went to nursing school, I was like, is this a skin tag? Like, am I getting a skin tag? Like, my mom has skin tags, is that hereditary? Like, can I get one? Like, can I get them because she has them? And it wasn't. Like, I don't know what the fuck it was, but it fell off like a day after. So that's where she got the whole fat lady and skin tag thing from. But, and one thing that me and this friend relate on is that we both don't have good relationships with our mother. But I don't care. I would never, ever send a text like that about her mother. Like, she really wrote back to me pretending to be me, like what I should say back to my mom in response to my mom saying, I love you, I don't care that you're gay. Her in quotations to me, to what I should say to her was, I love you, I guess, too. I don't care that you're a homophobic fat lady with skin tags on her neck. Anyways, did you request off for my birthday? I don't want to ask again. I don't want to bother you, but just want to know for the reservation and stuff. So I should have, in that moment, been like, that was mad disrespectful. Don't talk about my mother like that, because I would never talk about your mother like that. I don't care what relationship I have with my mom and what you know about that. I just feel like there's a line you don't cross. You don't, like, I don't care how close of friends we are. You don't talk about, like, family is just one thing you don't touch. Like, I don't know. Am I wrong for that? Y'all could tell me in the comments when y'all see this if I'm being over dramatic, but I feel like that was mad disrespectful. So all I wrote back was, I told you numerous times that I did, LOL. Like, I already reached out to my manager twice about your birthday. She goes, no, you didn't. You said you'll try to, or message, and they never got back. And I go, I asked again. I'm working that day. I can't go. Sorry. She goes, see, told you, LOL. So much for numerous. I said, you asked me numerous times, and every time you asked me, I told you that I told my manager, but she had to get back to me with all the parties booked. And so, like, yeah, numerous times. Then she goes, I don't even want to do this. I'm just upset because you don't give a fuck and never come. It's fine. I don't care. I am so annoyed right now. Don't even care enough, so it's fine. I don't know what she means by you never come and don't care, because I've been to her birthday parties. I've been to her graduation party. I always get her nice gifts. Like, I don't even, like, that was just stupid to me. So I go, okay, cool. And she goes, because at this point, like, you disrespected my mother. Now you're just coming crazy saying, like, dumb stuff. Like, I'm not even going to give it this energy. Like, I got a lot going on. Like, every day I got insurance calling me because my mom literally had a stroke and is in the hospital. I just had my mom tell me that she potentially loves me, doesn't care that I'm gay. And I'm busy working and trying to get everything ready in time to go back to school for the fall semester. Like, I just had a lot going on. Emotionally, physically, spiritually, you name it. So she goes, I honestly was going to come up with something to say because you're being so, like, mean, maybe. And I feel like my best friend shouldn't be like that. But I'm going to let it be because I don't want to put any more effort into someone who is not reciprocating. So I wrote back, this is very one-sided. So do what you need to do. You're right. I don't care. I got too much shit going on right now to be stressing about whether or not I can make it to your birthday dinner. Like, I'm sorry I can't make it, but I'm not going to be attacked over it. LOL. You've been nasty with me for weeks now, which is true. You've been nasty with me for weeks now and got so disrespectful to Lisa. So my mom's name is Lisa. I never call her my mom for the sake of this video. I've been calling her my mom, but when me and my friend communicate, she refers to her mother as her first name, and I refer to my mother as her first name because we both don't have good relationships with our mothers, so we call them by their government name. I go, you've been nasty with me for weeks now and got so disrespectful to Lisa, when yeah, I know I shit on her, but I can do that. I dealt with the trauma. IDK. I'm just over everything and over you making me feel bad for shit. Like, I'd rather not deal. Enjoy your birthday. Because genuinely, like, even like a few weeks leading up to like this like, moment right here, like, she kept making me feel bad for like not being able to hang out with her. But it's like, I have work or other responsibilities, like I take care of my little brother, like I'm taking care of my mom with the rehab, and like there was just so much things going on because my mom had to go from, because she had a stroke, so like half of her body was like whatever, so she had to go from the hospital to the rehab center and whatever. I just had a lot going on, and felt like she's someone who's very like me, worry about me, worry about what I'm going through. Like, you're not giving me the attention that I need and I deserve. Like, you need to focus on me. And it was a lot. And I had a lot of my own shit going on. That I'm sorry that I couldn't be there for her in that moment of her going through this breakup. That I was already there for her throughout the whole entire fucking relationship and for the first part of the breakup. So, and she like deactivated her Instagram and everything like after like they broke up because she didn't want like to see him on social media or whatever. So she never replied to that. And then a couple weeks later was her birthday. So I texted her, and we had like a nickname for each other. I'm not gonna say the nickname just in case anyone out there knows it, because I'm not trying to put this girl on blast. I'm just sharing a story. So I said, "Happy birthday," nickname. "Hope you have a fun night." And I sent my usual heart and stars. It means love and light. That's like my catchphrase. I'm always like, love and light, love and light. So I have a special heart. I use the light blue heart emoji, and I use the stars emoji. It's like 3 little stars. Well, 1 big star and 2 little ones. She hearted it and didn't write me back. Another like 2 weeks went by, and then I stopped sharing my location with her, just because I feel like if you're someone that I'm not even really talking to, I don't think you need to like know where I'm at all times. So I did stop sharing my location with her first. And then she stopped sharing her location with me. I don't care. And then she tried FaceTiming me randomly one night while I was in bed. But like literally for like 2 seconds and then canceled it. Like I literally saw it pop up and was debating on answering, and then it stopped. And I was like, okay. And then she texted me and said, "Sorry, was just calling to see how you were doing. I know we haven't talked in a while, so I was just checking in. Love you." I could have wrote back and been like, "I'm good. Love you too." But I told her how I felt like she disrespected my mother, and she had nothing to say about it. She didn't even reply to that message. And then I texted her for her birthday, and she hearted that message. So I did the same thing. I just hearted her message. I didn't respond to it. I just hearted it. Like, and y'all can, whoever watches this, you can comment and you could let me know if you think that I'm in the wrong and whatever. But I just feel, one, I feel like I should have set boundaries with her in the beginning. But I feel like she was relying on me a lot. And I had a lot going on. And then the one time that instead of talking about her, I wanted to share a screenshot of a text message that I received from my mother that was like very shocking to me, because it was my mom telling me that she doesn't care that I'm gay. And your response is like disrespecting her and then immediately changing the subject back to you and your birthday. And that it's always been like that too with this friendship. It's always been very like about her. Like even anytime that I would try to talk about things going on in my life, she would always somehow find a way to make it back to her. And we would never actually really finish talking about like how I felt or what I was going through. So it was just always a very taxing friendship where like I was always giving more. In my opinion. She may have a different opinion. That's fine. And she's got a lot of followers on TikTok. Shit, if she sees this video, she might fucking put me on blast on TikTok. But I mean, what is there really to put on blast? I'm being honest here. I'm being transparent and honest about how I feel and whatever. And so that's what had happened. Right? We hadn't spoke to each other, nothing. Now, mind you, she had deactivated her Instagram back when her and her boyfriend broke up. I don't know how this happened. Sometimes I'd be half asleep and I'd be sending like memes on Instagram. There was an old group chat with me, her, and this other girl that neither of us talk to anymore. And she actually my friend, or I guess no longer my friend, she accidentally sent a meme to that group chat the one night. And the girl that we both had not been friends with anymore, that already had me blocked. So for me, the group chat said Instagram user, and then it said my friend's name. She then went and blocked the other girl and then left the group chat. Okay, cool. Like, we don't even talk to you. Like, this one accidentally sent the meme to the group chat with all of us. So that group chat was still kind of like in my recent. So I guess I accidentally sent an Instagram post meme thing to it. So now that she came back to Instagram, I guess she like went through whatever. So she hearted the post. So I'm like, oh, she's back on Instagram. But then when I clicked on her page, she unfollowed me. And then, Instagram gives you the option now to make it where, like, if you unfollow someone, you can make them unfollow you as well. So she removed me as a follower, but then also unfollowed me. But then hearted that post, I feel like, to be petty, to be like, hey, I'm back on Instagram, just so you know we don't follow each other anymore. And then I saw that her older sister, doesn't follow me anymore either. So I'm like, oh, wow. So she's been talking shit. Mind you, when my older sister asked me, like, hey, I noticed you haven't been hanging out with so-and-so lately. Like, what's going on with that? And I was like, yeah, like, like, we haven't spoke for, like, the past couple weeks. Like, we just, like, had a disagreement. And my sister was, I didn't want to tell my sister, like, she called our mom a fat, homophobic, skin tag, ugly. Like, I was just like, no, like, we just had a disagreement. We haven't been speaking for the past couple of weeks. Like, I don't really know how that's gonna go. And my sister was like, oh, like, you guys are best friends. Like, I'm sure you guys will be fine, like, a week or two. And I was like, honestly, like, I think so too. Like, because I genuinely did think that, like, she was gonna at some point come out and be like, you know what? You're right. What I said about your mother was fucked up. I was just a little sensitive at the time because my birthday means a lot to me, and, like, this was going to be my first birthday in a couple years without my boyfriend, so I really wanted my gay best friend. Like, whatever excuse she could have came up with, as long as she would have just apologized for what she said about my mother and took accountability for, like, how insensitive that was and how fucked up that was, that I'm sitting here sending you a screenshot of a message that kind of means a lot to me in the moment, and you're just totally disregarding it and bringing it back to your birthday, which I guess I understand for a lot of people, birthdays mean a lot. Like, for me, I don't really give a fuck about my birthday. If it was up to me, I wouldn't even celebrate my birthday every year. But I was born on my sister's 7th birthday, so we have the same birthday. I stole her birthday. Well, I didn't steal it, but I was born on her birthday. So ever since I turned 21, like, we've been celebrating our birthdays together every year. So my sister always plans it, and I always just go along with the plans. But if it was up to me, I would stay the fuck home and watch Christmas movies. Like, our birthday's December 21st. It's right before Christmas. Like, I want to sit at home and drink eggnog and, like, watch movies and, like, relax. But my sister always wants to go to a restaurant or a club or whatever, and I always have fun. I do. So I understand birthdays are a lot for certain people. So maybe she just felt like, because I wasn't attending her birthday, like, I'm the asshole, and maybe I am the asshole. Maybe you guys in the comments can help clarify that for me. Maybe I just don't understand. But I genuinely just don't understand. Like, there was no need for you to disrespect my mother, especially, like, considering, like, we both related a lot on the fact that we both have bad relationships with our mothers, and I would never in a million years text you something like that about your mother. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't. And then now both you and your sister unfollowed me on Instagram and whatever. When, mind you, when my sister asked about where you've been and what you've been doing, I was just like, oh, we had a disagreement. We haven't been talking for a couple weeks. Like, my sister to this day still has no idea, and I'm probably not going to tell her. She might just see this video on my YouTube channel or my Instagram and find out that that's why me and this girl don't talk no more, because she disrespected our mother that I don't even really have a good relationship with. But you don't fuck with my family. I don't give a fuck. You don't do it. So, yeah. Am I the asshole? Let me know. But I gotta go, y'all, because it's 9:14. It's 14 minutes into the debate between Kamala and Trump, and I need to see what the fuck is going on. I saw on Google that I could watch it through Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, or Hulu, and I have all three. Excuse me. Let me open Paramount Plus. But yeah, also, if you guys want to know what I did to lose 47 pounds, let me know. I'll make a video about that. If you also want to talk about, if you also want a video about when I almost ended up in the mental hospital, let me know. We could do a video about that. Oh, here we go. America decides Harris-Trump presidential debate. Watch live now. Oh, okay, y'all. Oh, Jesus. Ooh. All right, y'all, I gotta go. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Am I in the wrong? Like, should I have been more worried about her and her birthday, or was she in the wrong for speaking about my mother in that way?
Because of philosophies like they have.
And were we both just like are we both just being petty and neither of us are like reaching out to the other one and saying sorry, or like do I deserve a sorry first? Because I have no problem saying sorry. I have no problem apologizing for shit. But don't disrespect, let me mute this. Don't disrespect my family, period. Not my sister, not my brother, not my father, and even though I don't have a good relationship with her, I don't care. Not my mother. Don't disrespect my family. That's it. I wouldn't disrespect yours. So, yeah. I don't know. Let me know if I'm in the wrong. But I love you guys. It's been our first story time with a glass of wine in a while. Cheers. Even though I'm drinking surfside green tea and not. A lot of people hate the green tea flavor, but I like it. And also green tea helps like not have bloating. Which, you know, I've been on this weight loss journey, so the last thing I want to do is bloat. Even though I'm just sitting at home drinking, so like who would see me bloat anyways? But yeah, that was the video. Me and this friend, and also too. Let me just say too, because we were friends for for quite a few years, I know how she is. And her and I may not follow each other on Instagram right now, but she's the type of friend. She's the type of person that she knows she has friends that follow me, and she knows that when she hangs out with those friends, she could say, "Hey, do you still follow Austin? Can I see his Instagram real quick?" I know she's like that because she's done it with me where she's like, "Do you still follow this person? Can I see their page real quick?" And I used to say to her, like, "Why do you even care to like look at this person's page? Like, if you're no longer friends with them or no longer involved with them or talking to them, let it go, let it be. Like, don't even worry about it. Like, why give your energy to someone that you're no longer in cahoots with?" I know she's that type of person. So I know that when I post this on YouTube and when I put clip-its on my Instagram so that people can go to my YouTube and watch this video, I know she's going to end up seeing it because one of her good friends that follows me, her name starts with a K and ends with an N. I know she's probably going to hang out with her one day and be like, "Can I see Austin's Instagram?" So, hey girl, I see you snooping. You was dead wrong for talking about my mom, and all you had to do was apologize, and we could have spoke about this. And I was wrong for not setting boundaries earlier when I started to realize that I was feeling uncomfortable with things that were going on. And we could still talk about this and hash this out. Hit me up. I'm very easy. And that's another thing. I feel like people get intimidated by how blunt and harsh I could be, but I'm actually really easy to talk to. But you was dead wrong, and I know you're going to see this video because I know the type of person you are, and I know you're going to be stalking, and you're going to be watching my shit. So, you're welcome. I made a video about you. Bye, y'all. I'm going to go watch this debate now and see what Kamala and Trump got to say about this country and how who's gonna do what to try to make this country better. Let's see.